Happy April Fool's Day. I thought I could do a whole reading of like bullshit and then go April Fools, but then you wouldn't know if I meant it or not. What I thought I might do is do like a longer one for the month of April, and then and then if it's too long for TikTok and Instagram, it'll be finished on YouTube. So I will put that down in the comments below if that's the case. So let's have a look, shall we? What's going to come up for April? I was going to do star signy ones, but you know what? I think in the end, the collective is all sort of incorporated in its own thing. If you want star sign ones, let me know. I could do those over the next couple of days. I could do ones for each star sign: fire, water, air, earth. I know you're going to say yes to that, so maybe I'll do them tomorrow, but I've got a few readings to finish today, so I'm in the middle of those, and I just thought I'll do a look into the month ahead. So let's look at the month ahead, month of April. What's the energy for the month of April for the general collective? If it doesn't resonate for you, doesn't matter. It's just, maybe it's not making sense because it hasn't happened yet, because that sometimes happens. But I feel like definitely the energy's moving already from March, because things are easing up a little bit. We are in Mercury retrograde, Freddie Mercury retrograde, which means that things are a little bit funky, but that's all right. Just don't start texting your ex. That's usually the way. But the good news is that it may mean that some people are going to do some more drastic things and make some big decisions that they've been holding off on, because April is a month of let's get this shit done, I feel. So, and I say that because look what's on the bottom of the deck. Four of Wands. This is about taking your soul journey into your hands and making impact. I'm putting these cards down, but as I'm putting them down, I'm putting them down face down. So even I don't know what the cards are saying today. It's quite exciting, isn't it? It's like we're sharing the journey together. So yeah, I'm finding that these are like, it's surprise, surprise as we go. Queen of Wands. Now she's like, it's funny because this Queen of Wands, it makes me sort of quite surprised. She looks like she's sitting on ice here. The Queen of Wands is on ice a little bit. But the Queen of Wands is all about passion and moving forward and being like, you know, I've got my shit together, Queen. We have got the Strength card on the bottom of the deck, which is sort of saying that it might take a little bit of, you know, strength to get through this, or get your strength up to get things done. I also am seeing this as the infinity sign above her head, which is interesting. That's all about sort of like the divine timing coming into play a little bit. I'm just going to get rid of that little notification. Maybe there'll be some messages. But I feel like it almost might mean that also you might need to give your dog a little pill. I feel like there's like some sort of strength needed to be gained to get through some of this, or you're gaining the strength to get things done. First card out of the ranks is strength as well. Now I'm seeing this is the heart chakra because we've got the green energy here, and the lion in her is sort of coming out from the sheep. It's almost like the sheep, what is it, the wolf in sheep's clothing. So it could be that someone's been hiding the fact that they've got something they want to share, or that they've been like hiding in the shadows a little bit, and they're going to get the strength to come forward and share with you what they need to share. And that's after a period of sort of rest and recoup, and a little bit of like time away. So you might not have heard from this person for a while, or you might have been sort of like doing your own thing or working on your own spiritual journey, or they might have like been doing that as well. I feel like there's been a little bit of like reflection happening. And that's why now it's like, okay, you know what? I've really leveled up and I've thought about things, and I'm thinking, I know what I want going forward. especially because this card's on the bottom of the deck, and now I move that away and I've got the Sun. So it's like, yes, yes, Queen. So I feel like there's some sort of like feeling of now's the time has come. I've got the King of Pentacles here too, so it's almost like, and what's that? It's the wolf in sheep's clothing. So it feels to me like this person is coming out going, I might have seemed like I had my shit together and I was strong and I had everything going for me, but I've realized now that some things just weren't quite right, and I was sort of like pretending I had all my shit together, but I had sort of stuff I had to sort out before I came back to you, or came to you and told you about my stuff. And I feel like they've sort of leveled up now, and they've sort of got their ducks in a row. What is that saying? They've got their ducks in a row. What's it mean? I don't know. Anyway, they've got things sorted out. They know what they want now from life, from you, from whatever. And part of their journey includes you. So they're going to bring you a fish in a bowl. So I feel like he's like coming with like he, she, they, them, it is. They're coming with a message of, how are you? What's going on? How's things been? How have you been? What's happening? How are you doing? Because I feel like they don't really know where you're at, and they don't want to jump in like full steam ahead, because they're not assuming anything, which is why we've got the Page of Cups and not the Knight or the King. He's not like going, I love you. It's like they do have feelings, but they're not going to share them yet. They just want to know. They don't even know if you feel the same way anymore. It's almost like they're a bit like, but they're ready to give and take in this relationship now. They've got the Six of Pentacles on their mind. It's like whatever they did before, I feel like it was a little bit like they helped you out, or they gave a little bit, then they disappeared, or you were into the relationship trying to help them out, and then they didn't want any. It was just a bit uneven. It felt uneven before, now it's even. King of Pentacles here to sort of say they're ready to sort of level up BJR. Right? So they want to give something more solid. They're ready, sort of like more down to earth in the feeling of it. It's feeling very ready to sort of be, yeah, I guess it's like ready to level up and be sort of sorted in their vibe of what they want. That includes truthfulness. I've got the Queen of Swords here, and she's sort of saying, I'm going to be truthful with you, but I might be a little bit blunt. I don't know why she's like a mortician or something. But it's almost like she's going to cut through the shit, take the flesh off the bones in a way, and strip back everything and just be like, this is what's happening. And it almost feels to me like they're going to come in warts and all, like raw, because they're starting afresh. It feels very much like they're coming in with a very fresh feeling of like, I'm not hiding anything. There's nothing to hide anymore. There's nowhere to hide in this. Like, there's nothing to hide. And they want to build something with you. Like they feel like they want to work with you again. I've got the green energy again in that candle, but I feel like they're coming in. They might have a work offer for you as well. And I don't feel like you should, because I feel like when they come in with this offer, it almost feels like you might be like, oh, is that all it is? Like, are you just offering me work shit and you're not really interested? But there's more to it. There is going to be more revealed. It almost feels like don't give up the fact that there is more to it. There's more to be revealed. And I feel like you should trust that this is just the beginning of the journey, because I feel like you're going to be a little bit like, I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know if I can just, it feels a little bit more like, am I just going to get the same old shit? Am I going to get the same old like breadcrumbs? But you're not. There's more truth coming this time. The Queen of Swords again. Xena, Warrior Princess. So there will be a feeling of, and this is the Knight of Swords too, so it's more like it's going to come in and the truthfulness will come out. It's almost like they're going to start blurting some stuff to you that they need to get off their chest. And they're doing this because they have a feeling of like, it's now or never. I've got the Judgment card here too. It's like Judgment Day has come. And this is a divine timing thing for me too. I feel like they're almost seeing it like they've had an epiphany, or it's almost like that fever dream thing of like, I dreamt this would happen, or I feel like I've sort of had this moment of like a calling, like the universe is going, get your shit together, do this now. Because there's been some sort of an awakening or rebirth happening here. It really feels like that. It feels like there's been some sort of shift. God, there's loads of Queens of Swords and swords and swords and swords. There's another Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign. You could be dealing with someone who is an air sign. But to me, it feels like it's just a lot of truth being revealed in April. Like a lot of why it happened, what I was thinking, why I did what I did, why I went through these things, what was going on behind the scenes. All of that is being revealed. And I feel like that's the thing that needed to be said, or you get to say what you needed to say. You know, there's a lot of conversations, a lot of communication. And the King of Wands is here too. Is that Trump? He's there with his big wand. Because he's feeling like the passion is behind all of this. The reason why it's happening is because of the passion that comes with it. So don't ever think that this is coming just from a place of, it's not coming just from a place of like analytical, I just got to tell you this shit, I've got to get it off my chest. It's coming from a place of love, and it's coming from a place of passion, because they've realized now that this is something that they wanted to get, you know, off their chest, but then develop something more, because this is a new path, a new journey, a new decision they're making. And I've got the Eight of Pentacles here too, to say they want to work on something with you. There's a work decision to be made here. And there's some sort of like, even though this is the work card, I've got the Libran balancing the scales again. So you could be dealing with an air sign, but I also feel like there's some sort of balance being brought in with this Six of Pentacles. It's like they're balancing out the give and take, the balancing out the relationship here. It's a real balance happening. There has been a walking away from past energies. I feel like someone's walked away from a past relationship, whether it be karmic relationship, a marriage, a job, or whatever. They've walked away from it, and they've realized now that this is something they want to grow with you. There is some sort of growing or new relationship, not new, but old relationship renewed that they want to build on. It does feel really much, it feels really like they want to pick up where they left off, but in a fresh new way. So it's like, I want to pick up and start afresh with you, but in a way not bring back all the old shit, if that makes sense. And that's the card that just jumped out again. They really want to come in tentatively and go, how are you, what's happening? There's no sort of like jumping in all guns a-blazing, because they want this to be a brand new beginning in a new way. That's the Fool card. It's like we're stepping off into the unknown with this relationship, but they want to offer something solid because they know you've been working on yourself. That's the Queen of Pentacles. And they see you as someone who is like divinely, you know, someone spiritual or divinely working on themselves, and they want to level up to that. They sort of see you as their counterpart. It's like the Three of Swords is here to sort of say there's that anxiety and everything, but I've got the Tower going, okay, this is going to be a moment of like, holy shit, it's all going to hit the fan a little bit this month. Temperance is the divine guidance card. This is my Archangel Michael card, but it's like it's meant to be. It's all meant to happen at the right time. There's not really anything you can do or plan for, but there is a celebration and a communication coming in that makes it all sort of like worth the wait, because this brand new beginning that's coming in is going to be worth the wait, and a big sort of like, yes, it's taken time to get there, but there's a movement to calmer waters, and there's a change and a move happening. So that's April. Looks pretty exciting to me. I'll do your star signs over the next couple of days. I'm just going to get some readings out of the way because I've been a little bit behind, because I'm been a bit under the weather, but I'm back. So I'll be posting this on all of the mediums, but I'll be finishing it on YouTube because it's a little bit longer. Happy Easter. Happy Monday. Don't know what that one has to do with Easter. Nothing. April Fool's Day. And I will see you all soon. And if you want to book a reading, you just go to thetarotchick.com and that's where you book. Thanks.